Okay, welcome to this video. I'm going to just start a new file, a new workbook completely, and it's going to be just called counties. So one click counties return. Okay, I'm going to copy paste in my data. Control V. Okay, I see it's in two columns like this, and I'm going to name this raw because it's the original data, and I want it to stay there in that form. Okay, so straight away I'm going to duplicate it, and okay, so it's still called raw 2, so I'm just going to call that worked, or yeah, worked. Okay, so what can we do to work with this, and why is this raw here as well? This should be counties, and this should be frequency. Okay, now it's currently has the counties in alphabetical order, but I want to put it in order of frequencies with the biggest ones on top. So to do that, I'm going to select the two rows. I'm going to go to data and custom sort. Okay, now it doesn't know their headers, but I can tell it their headers by going sort by frequency. Cell values is what I do want to sort by inside the frequencies. I don't know what other options there are. Just let's look. Well, you could sort by cell color and stuff like that, font color and stuff, but no. And I don't want to have increasing values. That will put all the minorities on top, the less important ones. So I want the majority ones on top. So we're going to sort descending and click OK. So now I have my data with Limerick obviously showing up as the most, etc. Then Dublin, Clare, Galway. Now I'm going to duplicate my data again now because there's a lot of all these ones and zeros. They're of very little importance. Indeed, I would argue that after Tipperary, these are minorities, and I don't want them to dominate my report or my visuals. While they're still maybe worth saying something in a report about where there's no cars from and so on, I'm still going to duplicate again and start adapting my data further. So I'm going to call the next worksheet, rename it, we'll call it final. Okay, so at the same time I don't want to throw this data away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, above Cork, I'm going to insert a row, and I'm going to use the word other, and I'm going to summarize these. So I'm going to use the technology of Excel to say equals the sum, and I see it's here. It says here it will add numbers, and the numbers I want to add are, that thing is in my way. How do I get rid of it? Maybe with that. Okay, the numbers I want to add are these numbers. Now I know adding noughts doesn't really count, but and I want to do that up as far as Cork. Okay, now it is 15. Now I was going to just delete these, but the minute I do, that number is going to disappear. So what I'm going to do is just control copy and then paste special the actual values. So now if you look on that 15, it is actually 15 and it's not some calculation. And I'm going to get rid of all this. If I need that information again, I can come in here and get it, or indeed in here. Okay, so now it looks like so. I'm not going to sort it again. A good way to look at this will be with pie chart. So I'm going to select, insert a pie. Okay. And then you might take your dominant color. So this is Limerick here. And no. There's a thing about chart title. Okay, so if I double click Limerick, it comes up here in terms of data and chart. Or if I right click Limerick, let me see. If I right click Limerick, I can fill it with green. Oh, it filled everything with green. I Control Z to go back. I'll right click Limerick. Oh, the thing is, you see the way the whole pie chart is selected? I'll want to click once into Limerick, then right click, and then I'll fill that with green. Now it also changes this here. Okay. This one is Dublin. Dublin is typically blue. Clare will go with yellow. Galway, we can go with purple. Kerry, we'll use a kind of a gold if we can get some sort of a gold. Okay, people from Kerry might be happy with my selection, but we'll use that gold. What was this one again? This was Galway. We'll go with purple for Galway. And Tipperary. Well, there's a lot of yellows and blues here. I might just use something generic, or maybe a grey for Tipperary. Okay. And then the others, fine as it is. Okay. Now what else can we do? So I'd like you to kind of mess around here. I'm just going to see legend, series frequency, turning on the data labels. So it's bringing the numbers in with the values. I think I'll make them much bigger, much blacker. Okay. Turn on percentage. Yeah, that's nice. Like that. That's nice as well. Okay, might bring this down a bit. Okay. Now there is a way. I'm going to copy the chart and see, can I put it on a new Control Shift V. New. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have another calculation I want to do. Okay. Let's look at total. Is equal to sum, SUM. $78. Now I'm going to do something. What's 360 divided by 4? Okay, I forgot to put in my equals. So if you want to do a calculation, you don't have to take out your calculator when you're in Excel. Okay, actually, what's 360 divided by 5? So again, equals 360 divided by 5, 72. So I'm going to do something funny. I'm going to take away 6 cars. 21, 15, 12, 3, 3, and 3. Okay. Now I know, and you see the way all those numbers are changing on the fly. So I know this is sort of a little bit dubious, but it just makes it very nice from a textbook point of view, and this is a school exercise after all. So I'm going to put in here now angle. And while there's probably something in here that will tell me what these angles are, we're going to do it as a kind of an exercise. You see, 360 divided by 72, as we know, is equal to 5 degrees. So we're going to take every car is worth 5 degrees, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to put up here is equals that number multiplied by 5. I could even put multiplied by 360 divided by that value and let it change, and that way I could have done I could go back to being honest. Okay, I will. So I'm gonna, okay, that would have been what we got. However, let's go back to the actual numbers we had, and your numbers will be slightly different anyway. And in here, we're not going to put 5, we're going to put 360 divided by the total. Okay. Okay, I see what's wrong. Divided by this fella here is dynamically moving down along like this as I go. So I have to push F4, or is it Alt F4? Okay, it's Alt Grav F4 beside the space bar. Okay, and when you do that with the $2, it locks it in and it doesn't let it change. Okay, but now just these decimals are annoying me, so I'm going to do some rounding. And I'm going to round. You see here, it tells you how round works. I'm going to round to how many digits? Let's keep it just whole, so to no digits. Okay, and then that'll be good enough for your, these are the angles you need to make with your protractor if you were doing it as a kind of a paper and pen exercise. Oh, see how it changes when I change size. Okay, and you can copy that into your report if you're doing a CBA or something like that. Okay, that's about it for now. As always, students, I'll see you in the next one.